Hello again, Nick Vail here, as always, helping you live your best financial life. The CARES Act finally passed. Today I want to discuss what many families want to know most about the bill, and that is stimulus checks. It's happening, people. Within the next 3 to 4 weeks, these checks should start going out. I won't cover every single angle of who is eligible or not, but I'm happy to cover the basics. First up, the amount. Checks will be for $1,200 for individuals, so $2,400 for married couples. On top of that, $500 additional for each dependent under the age of 17. So a family of 4 can expect $3,400. Is everyone eligible? The answer is no. First thing, you need to be a resident of the United States and have a social security number. Secondly, your income matters, and there's some planning opportunity here. The checks will go to those individuals making less than $75,000 and families making under $150,000. This is based on your adjusted gross income. If you don't know what that is, you can find this number on line 8B of your 1040 or your federal tax return. The government will determine this eligibility based on your 2018 tax return or your 2019 tax return if you've already filed. Now this is where some nuance comes into play. One of the downsides to the bill is that eligibility is based on past earnings. Who cares if you made $170,000 a year in 2018 and 2019 if you lost your job in February of this year? We'll get to that later. So here are a few scenarios to consider. If you made over the threshold in 2018, but did not do so in 2019, get your 2019 tax filing done as soon as possible. Eligibility will be based on your most recent return. On the flip side, if you qualified based on 2018, but your 2019 income would disqualify you, do not file yet. You now have until July 15th of this year to file your 2019 taxes. So if you think you may lose your income or have already faced a reduction, wait until the stimulus checks are sent and then file your 2019 tax return. What about the people that wouldn't qualify based on 2018 or 19, but have lost income, potentially completely lost their job, over the last few months? Unfortunately, you won't get any help in the immediate term. However, the stimulus checks are refundable income tax credits. What this means is that when you end up filing taxes for 2020, even though you didn't get any cash in hand immediately from the stimulus, you will get the same benefit amount when you file at tax time for 2020. Long story long, if you don't qualify immediately, that doesn't mean that when you file for 2020, you won't be able to get some stimulus help. A few quick questions that are commonly asked. What if my income is above the $75,000 individual or $150,000 joint threshold? You may still get a stimulus check. Those above that amount may still be eligible, but will be phased out based upon how much above those thresholds they earn, until a point where you are eventually totally phased out. Will I owe taxes on the stimulus checks? No. These checks will not be taxed as income. Even if your economic situation changes after receiving these checks, and I certainly hope that it will for the better, you won't have to pay it back. What if I didn't earn enough to require that I file taxes in the last few years? Will I get a stimulus check? Americans who get Social Security payments for retirement or disability will also be paid. Okay. The government will either direct deposit the checks or will send them in the mail. The much faster route will be for those that the IRS has direct deposit information for. So if you're filing 2019 taxes quickly to make sure that you'll qualify for the stimulus check and you expect a refund, you may want to make sure that you set it up for direct deposit. Mailing recipients will likely take a few extra weeks. It could even be a month later. Now, I should absolutely mention to you that I'm not a CPA or a tax preparer, so this information and any other questions that you may have, you absolutely want to coordinate with both your financial advisor and your tax professional. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If we at Integrity Wealth Advisors can help you during this time, please let us know. Take care, and we'll see you next time.